Have you ever wondered why plane seats are always blue? Always blue. Why not pink? Why not red? Why not yellow? I'm gonna tell you why. It's because scientifically, the color blue lowers people's heart rate and makes them more calm. So people who have flying phobias, who are scared of flying, this and that, it calms them down, makes flying easier for them. Also, the color blue doesn't show dirt as much as other colors. Those are some clever seats. The more you know, the more you know. Have you ever noticed how on the lids of pens, there's little holes in it? And I kind of like the holes because when I'm chewing on my pen, it lets me chew it better. Shouldn't be chewing in the back of my pen. Just a bad habit, okay? I'm trying to work on it. If I ever happen to accidentally swallow the lid, I better be thankful that there's a hole in it because that hole will allow air to flow through it so you have less of a chance of suffocating on it. Thank you, pen. Look down at your keyboard right now, if you are on your computer. If not, then just imagine your keyboard. The F and the J have little indents on them. And the reason for that is so you know where the center of your keyboard is, so that you don't have to always look down and find the keys, and you can feel it and then find out where you have to type. Genius. Have you ever gotten these little weird pouches of material with your jeans? Because I know I have. So one thing you can use them for is what most people know them for, is you can use the buttons in case you lose a button or something. But the main reason, and this is gonna shock you, is so that you can actually test out the fabric in the washing machine and see how your detergent reacts to it, see if any of the dyes come off. You know, it's to test the fabric, so you don't ruin your jeans.
Genius.
Just colored bristles, right? Those colored bristles actually will fade over time. And once they fade too much, you know, it's time to change the toothbrush. It's the toothbrush telling you, yo, if you want your teeth clean, you gotta change me. Now this one is truly life-changing. Okay, maybe I'm being dramatic, but it's life-changing for me. Have you ever looked at your creams or shampoos or anything you put on your body and you see this on it? And it's these little tubs and they say 6M, 12M, 18M, whatever on it. That's to let you know how long it'll last after you open it. So if you're ever like, huh, does shampoo expire? Yeah, if it says 6M on it, that's 6 months after you open it. So after 6 months, it's not good anymore and it's probably not doing you any favors. So throw that bad boy out and get a new one. What are the margins in your books for, you ask? It's not for teachers to leave little notes that they're like, hey, we hate this or we love this. That's not what it's for. It's not for A+ and B-. It's actually for back in the day when rats and mice used to eat people's notebooks. So if you kept in between the margins, chances are the rats and mice wouldn't eat that far and your writing would still be good. But like, why is it still a thing? Are there still rats and mice eating our notebooks? Should I be scared? Why bother getting out a plate when you order Chinese takeout when the Chinese takeout can be turned into a plate? That's literally how they're designed. It's genius. They thought about it. They're like, we don't want you to do dishes. Nobody likes doing dishes. We got you. And you know what? Thank you. To you, it's a bread tag. To the shops, it tells them what day the bread was brought in. So they know when to throw out bread because it's not fresh anymore. So they're like, oh, hey, blue is Monday, green is Tuesday. This might differ from shop to shop, but they all got their ways. What's the little bobble thing that's on top of your hats? I mean, it's cute, but that's not really why it was there in the first place. It was actually invented so French Marines didn't hit their heads on the low ceilings in the boats. So they would like feel it brush against the ceiling and like, oh, my head's gonna hit. What's the little hole between the camera and the flash on your phone, you may ask? Well, I'm here to tell you. It's literally just a microphone. It's a microphone so that when you're recording videos this way, you can hear what's happening this way. Brilliant. So those little holes on Converse shoes, I always thought it was so that your feet would breathe and not be so stinky. That was what I thought, but I was wrong. It's so that you can lace it up differently to stop your feet from sliding. I mean, I've never seen anybody do that, but it's an option. Ever wonder why elevators have these tiny little holes on the outside? I'm always like trying to peek inside, but I can't see anything. Well, that's actually a keyhole so that in case the elevator stops working, they can actually use a key and open the doors themselves. For safety. I'm not gonna lie, a big fear of mine is getting stuck in an elevator. Oh, that would be horrible because I'd be bored and I'd be scared and I'd be hungry. I'd be so hungry. If you ever notice it on ketchup bottles, there's a little 57 engraved. And apparently if you tap that 57, it'll make your ketchup flow. I need to try this one to believe it. Did you know that on most prescription bottles, you can actually unchild-proof it. So if you have no children in the house and it's just you and you're an adult and you don't want to keep on like having to like push down hard and figure out how to open it, because let's be honest, it gets annoying after a while. You can literally reverse the cap onto the other threading and then suddenly now it's just an easy lid to open. Only do this if there's no actual children in the house, because otherwise...
Be a dangerous situation.
Have you noticed on some creams, the cap has a little weird spiky indentation on the lid? Well, that's actually so when you take the lid off, you know how sometimes it's like sealed. You have to open it. I usually get scissors and try to stab it open, but you can literally just take the cap and use the pointed part of the cap to open the cream. Why don't they teach us these things in school? So what's the hole in your ruler for? It's so you can stick your pencil in and then start twirling it really fast until it flies off and your teacher gets mad at you. Okay, it's not really for that. It's so you can hang the ruler, but I thought the first one sounded cooler. What's up with those big chunks of metal on top of fuel pumps? They're actually magnets.
Magnet! Oh!
So that in case you forget to take the pump out of your car and drive away, it's not gonna explode. Basically, the magnets are gonna disattach from each other, and then you're gonna look like an idiot because you're driving away with the fuel pump. But at least nothing's exploding, right? As much as I hate this annoying plastic ring around bottles, it's there for a reason. It's there to keep your drinks from going flat. These things. They're like annoying because when you drink, you're like, I always feel it up against my lips, and but then sometimes I like want to like pull it off, and it's there for a reason. Let it be. Also, like my new obsession right now is like flavored sparkling water.
So good!
It like makes me want to drink water more often, so I can finally maybe I'm finally getting enough water now. This one's grapefruit flavored. Coconut flavored is pretty good too. I know this sounds weird, but it's pretty good. You know those stylish rivets on your jeans? Well, they're not really there for style. I mean, they might be there for style too, but they're also there for support, to make your jeans nice and strong. You know, in case you just decide what you want to do squats on your jeans, this is what's gonna make your jeans not rip. Also keep in mind, these are usually only on the front of the jeans, so the back of the jeans, yeah, maybe you shouldn't be doing squats. Have you ever wondered why screwdrivers are in a hexagon shape? I've actually never wondered this, but in case you have, I'm here to tell you. This video is for anybody who wonders anything. It's so it can work with wrenches. Pretty clever. I mean, the only time I'm building things is when I get something from IKEA. It's kind of fun. It's also kind of annoying. It's a little bit like a Kinder Egg toy that you have to put together, but for adults. And just a lot more work. Have you ever wondered why microwaves have the black grate covering? It's there for a reason. Everything here is there for a reason. I know I keep saying that, but it's true. It's used to stop the microwaves from escaping the microwave. Your cup lid isn't actually just a lid. It's a double agent. If you flip it around, it's a coaster. So now, you know, you can keep that nice wooden table nice and wooden, and then mom won't yell at you.
Cause you got a coaster.
So apparently, and this one kind of sounds like BS to me, but I don't know, I haven't tried it. But apparently, if you take your wooden spoon and you put it over your pot when it's boiling, it stops it from overflowing because it catches the bubbles. I gotta try this one and figure it out, okay? I'll get back to you guys. Ever wonder why brewers choose brown colored glass when they bottle their beer? It's to help block out ultraviolet light from the sun, which can lead to beer smelling and tasting foul. Honestly, I wasn't wondering. I don't like beer, but thanks for letting me know. I'm always down to learn more. Even if I'm not into something, like I'm not into beer, I'm down to hear a beer fact here and there. I'm like, sure. Somebody ever asked me why beer bottles are brown? I'm like, well, actually, to stop the ultraviolet rays from, I've already forgotten. This one I knew, and if you don't know, then does this make me a genius or what? The charging cable for your MacBooks, it's there to like wind your MacBook cable around. This one I knew from the get-go. Like, what else could it be for? Obviously. If you hold your juice carton by the flaps, it stops it from like splashing your face if you squeeze too hard, because now you can squeeze as hard as you want on the little flaps. It's not on the juice can. Not juice can. It's not juice can. What is it? A juice carton. Carton, there we go. So a crayon can become an emergency torch if you ever need one. Just don't burn the house down. Emergency torch, only to use in emergencies. You know, like you're stranded in the woods. I mean, I don't know why you're stranded in the woods and you only have crayons with you, but just in case, just remember this hack. Maybe I'll always carry a crayon with you. Have you ever seen those little grooves on that end of a toothpick and wonder what they're for? Well, it's so you can like snap it off and then use it as a little holder for the toothpick for hygiene purposes. So it doesn't touch the table. I'm all for hygiene purposes, okay?
I mean, I should probably shower more, but
I'm all for hygiene. The clever tabs on the tinfoil rolls keep the roll from coming out of the box every time you pull the roll. I need to do this. I was literally just using, not tinfoil, but saran wrap today, and I was struggling, so I should have done this. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you all so much. Stay awesome, stay sweet, and don't forget to be nice to each other. Bye-bye.